Welcome back to Techstrong Unplugged. My name is Cassandra Chin, and today we have Badr El Houari.
Yes, is it? Hi, Cassandra.
So you run the conference here for Devoxx Morocco.
Yeah,
Do you want to talk about developers and community?
sure. I mean, my life been around this word, this area. So yeah, myself, I'm software engineer. I'm graduate from engineering school here in Morocco. But my vision was like to give very good value to developers because mostly people, when coming from an engineering school, is like cultural thing was like everybody want to be a manager. Like we want to be like managing people is better. And I said like yeah, when I travel to conferences, I see like yeah, there's good software developers. They are like valuable and valued from other from other peers. Here in Morocco we didn't have this vision, so even myself, I put my hand dirty on the code. I tried to join many open source projects, so this is one of the good advice that I can give. The first one to the young developers is joining some open source communities, challenge yourself, get yourself onboarded, even like you can help start and help just for documentation or reviewing some documentation, going writing some testing, then or pushing some code, some features and stuff like that. So this is how it started for me, and say like yeah, why these people in this community share knowledge, they help each other, they review your work, how I can do something, for the local community. And that was the idea come to build a Morocco Jag, which is a Java user group, because myself, I'm Java champion, I'm more Java expert. And it started from this, and we found very good interaction, and people want to learn, want to have some experiences. And that's why I like your podcast, because you address to the young generation how to be developers, bring them some expert to share their insights, their experience. This is what they really need in this period. And this kind of conference bring shots knowledge and such area for exchanging and enjoying time together and leveling up each other, challenging each other for the good for everyone.
Do you see a lot of young people at this conference?
I mean, usually this year we don't have like that much young. We have a quota because like we have like a limited place, and we keep always like a quota for the young developers. And we have also some sessions during the CFP for beginners to keep always, because the young generation is the next big thing. So for us it's very important to keep some places for them, but other ways and have like a lot of other communities that we gather more young people to give them more insights and more contents.
I think it's really good that you reserve some slots for beginner content.
Yeah, yeah, even because beginner content is good for young, but also good for senior people to get themselves in new technologies, because this is also the challenge that we have in our world. We need to keep ourselves updated with the latest technology trends. Today everyone talking AI is not trendy, but it's something happening really that we need to know how to deal with. The same thing that's happened with the cloud era, so everyone need to know how at least your development practice need to be cloud compliant. So this is a challenge to keep ourselves always up to date. And this is also that would be the second advice for the young generation: learn, challenge yourself, get out from your comfort zone, and try to innovate and follow the technology trend in a pragmatic way, because there is some fluffy trends, which is like it's even for senior people. But with the guidance, with podcasts like this, you get like more insights.
I hope that podcasts like this can reach young people to
Yes,
make
yes, yes.
content which is easier to understand.
Yes, I think so. I think so. And I mean, you are doing an amazing job for kids, for young people, and even for parents today. It's like you're learning parents how to teach kids, and I like what you are doing, and I wish you the very best of luck, and you achieve your goal, and on spreading knowledge and inspiring the young generation of developers.
And
Need them.
actually, last year we had a kids event at Devoxx Morocco.
Yeah.
So I think it's really great that we have these events to help the really younger generation.
Yeah. We will make sure to do that for the next edition. This year was tight, but at least the keynote was so inspiring for the parents. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you looking forward to anything next year for Devoxx Morocco?
Yeah, for next year, so we want to make it bigger because we have like we changed the location to Marrakesh. We want to make it bigger. We will have focus on more content for the young generation. And also, just we had a discussion with Steve about how to do the maybe workshops for the young generation in their schools better than waiting to bring them to the venue. So that's something we're gonna work on more for next year.
I think we can reach more children like that, and like it'll give more opportunities to like kids who maybe can't come here.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, we can plan something to go to their schools, maybe on the weekend before or after, or maybe both. So, which is good. So next year we make sure to have more impacts and take adventures from you coming to the country.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Thank you.
How long have you been running Devoxx Morocco?
It's since 2012. So this is the 11th edition. We didn't do during the COVID, but yeah, it was a challenging to bring the same spirit for developer conference from abroad to the country, to Africa, because it's also special because we don't have really good value or good content conferences. Mainly the conferences like more exhibition style. So, but for us, the content is the king, and that's why our goal is also to inspire the young generation, make them meet and exchange with the experts, know new technologies, new practices, because also today there's not only technology but also the practices, the way we work, the culture, the spirit that are also important, right? So we've been fighting to bring the best contents, inspiring people, bringing local speakers as well, because like it's like usually it's culture things. Like I'm used to be invited to the conferences. I'm not gonna run my session. What is a CFP? So like kind of people are afraid for applying and getting rejected. So we have to tell them no, that's fine. Even ourselves we got rejected from conferences and so on. So it's like for the good for the conference, like the best content. It gives you feedback as well to make better your talk. And for this year we have like a kind of a small quota for the first time speaking local speakers, so to push them for the small session for 15 minutes, 25 minutes, so they're without stress. And we have like we deliver some mentoring from some local speakers who used to speak at the conference. So that's why for the young people, we need to push them. There is always a first experience, but we need to push them for that first experience and make the condition to make it success for them.
I think that's important. You're creating that speaking opportunity for young people.
Yes, I think so, because it's give them the public the confidence. The public speaking also is like a very very good practice that give self confidence, and also they will know how to make their arguments, which is very important for developers. Because when you do a talk, it's like you learn. It's like you're not gonna advocate. Maybe there is a lot of people on the session on the room that they know the topic better than you. But just you try how your message will be delivered, which is very important. So I learned some technology, and maybe I do a hello word or how to deploy it and so on. But how I can explain it to other people is very important. That I learn also how I can make more arguments for my work and for my for my words as well.
That's important. How do you feel about like the growing Moroccan developer community over the years?
Yeah, it's growing because even the market is start giving value, because in Morocco we have mainly offshoring opportunities to like French companies or big companies, and just like some maintenance coding, or there's not really building big application today. Many of the big players, bank, insurance, they build their their products from scratch. They give more value to developers. They see their work go to production, because it's also very important. When you work only maintenance on a project that stay on sandbox is not good. But once you develop something, and you see it deployed on production and people use it, it gives you more appetite and you feel your value more. So today the market is growing fast. There's even in the Moroccan digital strategy for 2030, is focused on having more talents, more focused training, and more partnership for bringing more quality training for developers.
I think it's great that there's a lot of opportunities for developers here.
Yeah, there is a lot of opportunities, and the markets, is it's huge today. So they are lucky. And that's also one of the good advice. Just be smart. That there is a big market for developers today. It's endless markets. So it's a good timing to have to be specialized in coding, problem solving, and innovation.
Also, how do you work to bring diversity to Devoxx Morocco?
I mean, diversity. We work on it only on the program committee, on the CAP events. Like the content is the king. So not gonna be bringing more women, but we try to attract them, to convince them to submit for the good speakers, because it remains also the you know the main value proposition for the audience. It's by culture. Even if we go in a software engineering school, you maybe find 50-50 girls and boys. So for in Morocco, we have many girls in the IT field already. So the events is we are like around 30% or something like this for women attending the conference, but it's by culture. Well, so we don't do that much efforts, or maybe we're lucky by the location to have this cultural adventures.
I think you're lucky that the culture already has a lot of women.
Yeah,
Because I see like US conferences and maybe it's less good.
exactly. That's why I told you, if you go to the engineering schools, it may be more than 50% girls than boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have many girls in the IT field.
I think that's really good that like
Yeah.
we're starting strong in Morocco.
Yeah.
I think we've had a really good chat today. So thank you, Badr.
Thank you, Cassandra. Bye bye.